Wakefield High School is coached by Colin Halpin, assisted by Tom Leahy. And now for the starting lineup for your Lexington men. At guard, sophomore number 0, Charlie O'Brien. At guard, junior number 2, Chris Lupone. At guard, senior captain number 4, Darren Onward. At forward, senior captain number 10, Ryan Asapor. And at guard, sophomore number 11, Sam Meyerberg. Lexington High School is coached by Ryan Collins, assisted by Scott Shannon, Chris and At this time, if you're able, I'd ask you to please stand for the playing of tonight's national anthem.
At Lexington High School, where the Minutemen are beginning what is undoubtedly their most challenging week of the season. Over the course of 4 days, they will compete in 3 games against 3 very good teams. Tonight they start off hosting the Wakefield Warriors. Tomorrow they will pay host to the undefeated Waltham, and then on Friday they will head over to Arlington. I'm Austin Raish here on LexMedia. I'm joined once again by Duncan Maloney and Toshio Yuki.
Great to be here, Austin, and it's going to be a good game tonight. Obviously tough for Lexington. Going to be first night of a back-to-back, so you're balanced on saving energy for tomorrow night versus getting the win tonight, so it's going to be a good one.
And note there is a starting lineup change for the Lexington Minuteman. It is number 0, Charlie O'Brien starting instead of number 1, Amari Mao, which we normally are seeing this season.
Right off the tip, Ryan Asapor works inside. Now it's Meyerberg on the wing, gets a screen from Asapor. Now Ryan goes inside and can't get it to fall over Jackson Fitzpatrick. Rebound taken by Diari Burton, one of the facilitators on this team. Coach Hobbs had a lot of compliments for him when I talked to him this morning. And he will be defended by O'Brien. Jack Millward kicks it out to Connor Moriot. Now Burton drives inside on O'Brien and lays it home for the first points of the game.
What a play there. Didn't give up, never gave up there, and quite the start for Wakefield.
Meyerberg drives inside on the baseline and draws a double. He'll kick it out to O'Brien, but that's thrown away into the backcourt.
It's those early mistakes from Lexington that are going to catch them and allow Wakefield to get ahead by at least more than the possession. That's not what you want right now for Lexington.
Absolutely, Duncan. Wakefield's on a strong start here, away, playing in Lexington's gym. And now they're back on offense here, ready to extend the lead.
Millward with the quick jumper over Lapone that rims out, rebounded by Now it's Onger feeding it to Aspor, who spins inside, and O'Brien travels with it. That's quickly the second turnover of the game by the Minutemen.
Great ball movement there by Lexington, but again, mistakes, and it feels like they're playing a little sloppily here in this first minute and a half. And Wakefield seems to be playing pretty clean defensively and offensively. And that's why they have a 2-point lead at the moment.
And if you're Lexington here, you have to settle into the game, start finding your rhythm on offense, following their identity.
Burton steps back. It's a deep 2, and it's no good. Onger fights for the rebound. He'll take it down himself. Up ahead, the pass is broken up for Lapone, and luckily the Minutemen are going to keep it here.
Very brave pass there from the Minutemen, and it ended up working out in their favor, but it was very close to not working out in their favor, so got to be more careful about that in the future.
Aspor with a quick 3 in the corner. That's no good. Offensive rebound taken by Onger. He'll put it up, and that's no good either.
Great offensive rebound there from Onger. Just couldn't get it to go. But those are the type of shots you want to take.
Now a miscommunication between Jack Millward and Jackson Fitzpatrick, and a turnover this time committed by the Warriors. 2 minutes into the game, and only 2 points have been scored.
Feels like a lot of sloppy basketball at the moment, Austin. Interested to see when the teams start to clean up a little bit. Might be right here.
Meyerberg gets the scoring started for the Minutemen with a 3, which is what we're so used to seeing out of him. Now Onger with the steal. Defended by Burton on the other end. He will lay it home.
Good job by Onger. Kind of the misdirect there. Faked out the pass to O'Brien and ended up working out, got the points. 5-2 lead for Lex.
And last game, Darren Onger stepped up with over 20 points in that clutch win. And now we're going to need to see a lot from him tonight if Lexington wants to win against a strong Wakefield team.
Beaver drives inside and gets past everybody, takes the easy 2.
Good pass by Wakefield. You can see on the Lexington sideline, Amari Mao getting ready to check in for the Minutemen. Can imagine who he's going to check out for, but at the moment, unclear.
Meyerberg tries another 3. That goes in and out. Rebounded by Fitzpatrick.
He was feeling it there, Austin. He was feeling it.
Zero on 0 here with Charlie O'Brien defending Diari Burton. Wakefield taking their time here as an offensive foul is going to be called. Looks like it was Darren Onger who drew it.
Good break there for Lexington. Looked like Wakefield was setting something up there and didn't end up working. And O'Brien going to check out Amari Mao coming in.
Amari Mao is usually a starter. That's at least what we've been used to seeing him in that role for this whole season. So a bit of an unexpected change of pace for the Minutemen, but one that I'm sure they will be okay with. Onger right out of the gate gets the friendly bounce on the 3.
Good 3 from Onger, great take, and now Lexington got a 4-point lead. Pretty good start for the Minutemen.
Mao will switch on to Burton as he replaces O'Brien.
Good ball movement here by Wakefield.
Quick mid-range jumper goes down for Connor Moriat.
It pays off. That great ball movement, that excellent ball movement, opened up a quick lane for him, and he took it.
Absolutely.
8-6.
They were just using that clock there. At first, it didn't seem like they were really knowing what they were doing on offense, but eventually they found a way.
Aspor goes to work inside on Fitzpatrick as he kicks it back out to Onger for 3, and it gets the friendly bounce, but it hits the top of the backboard, so it is waved off.
Lex thought they had something there, and unfortunately it didn't go. Looks like Meyerberg going to check out for Cole Metzger here.
Cole Metzger is a 3-point specialist, so you might see a lot of 3s from him tonight.
Lexington bench is trying to get the crowd into it here, as Beaver gives it to Fitzpatrick, who has a big mismatch on Schwartz. Instead, the 2-point shot goes down. That's Jack Millward laying it home. Now the Minutemen quickly on the other end feed it to Schwartz, who's too strong on the layup.
Wakefield's got a chance to take the lead here, and they've been playing clean, consistent basketball these past minute and a half. It's paying off. They might have the lead here.
Millward hits from deep, and Wakefield jumps right back in front.
Millward's got 5 now on the day, and consistent good playing from him.
It's going to be one of those type of games, Duncan. A lot of offense here.
Onger from way outside the arc gets it to fall over Burton.
What a take there from Onger, and you got to have the confidence to take that shot, and he believes in himself. He takes it and he makes it.
And that's 8 early points for the senior captain, Darren Onger. It's a great start for him.
Now, Matthew Beaver with the answer. It's the third 3 in a row hit by these two teams with 2.5 minutes to play in the first.
And after a quiet minute and a half to start the game, 2 minutes, the scoring has rapidly increased.
Schwartz fakes the 3, drives inside but can't finish over the much bigger Fitzpatrick, and now he's going to get called for a foul on the rebound.
Tried to go for the jump there and it didn't end up working out, and he's going to get a foul.
It's a tough matchup there, especially when you're going against number 35, Jackson Fitzpatrick, who's really tall and also strong. So I appreciate the guts to go against him, but might not be the best shot there.
Declan O'Callahan comes into the game for the Warriors, replacing Connor Moriot.
Wakefield with a chance to extend their lead here.
Inside, Beaver, Millward should I say, cannot get it to go. Unger with the rebound, he will slow things down as Aspor gets ready to check back in for the Minutemen. Unger with a good feed to Schwartz, blocked by Fitzpatrick.
See ya, goodbye there. Good job. Another steal.
Now
here goes Lexington.
Steal it right back. Schwartz comes away with it. Unger fires and
he's
hits
cooking. He's cooking right now, Toshio. He is cooking, and I am hungry, Toshio.
Let him feast, Duncan. Let him feast. He has 11 points out of Lexington's 14. What a night he's been having so far.
Now Beaver wants to answer. He can't hit. Offensive rebound by Millward is put in.
Wakefield doing a great job getting that second effort, and that's why they have the lead right now. They're consistently getting points every possession.
Absolutely, Duncan.
Unger with another 3. That's too short. Rebound fought for, taken by Millward.
Just about a minute left here.
Wide open, O'Callahan can't hit. Rebounded by Unger with just over a minute to play in the first quarter. It's a 2-point lead for the Wakefield Warriors.
This quarter has flown by, Austin. Like that. Don't blink.
Metzger drives inside at the top of the key as Lapone feeds it to Unger on the baseline. Turnaround shot does not fall, and another rebound for Jack Millward.
And now Wakefield's going to slow things down with less than 40 seconds left in the first quarter.
Unger tips it away from Beaver. He's going to try to save it, but he can't.
Great hustle here from Darren Unger on the defensive end here. We've seen a lot of him on the offensive end, but that defensive hustle is going to be crucial.
We got some players checking back into the game. Like to see Aspor. He spent a lot of this quarter out. He spent the last quarter sitting on the sideline, so it's good to see him back in. Maybe he can get Lexington back in this game, back in the lead.
We might see a lot of that matchup tonight. Darren Unger on Jackson Fitzpatrick. It's going to be quite a showdown.
Fitzpatrick gets it to O'Callahan as he feeds it to Beaver inside. Turnaround jumper does not fall over Metzger. Rebound fought for. Aspor comes away with it, but he loses it. Now Burton lays it home on the other end.
Good job there. They both hit the deck there a little hard, but no call by the rest. And now just 5 seconds. They got to put something up here, Austin.
Amari kicks it out to Metzger. Three-pointer is up and short at the buzzer. Well, Duncan, you said it best. That first quarter absolutely flew by. It only feels like we just began, yet we're already 1 quarter of the way done. After 8 minutes, Wakefield leads at 18-14 over the Minutemen.
And Austin, that felt like actually 8 minutes. Usually basketball, you have like an 8-minute quarter. It's 12 to 15 minutes. That was legitimately 8, maybe 9 minutes long. No timeouts. And I thought there would be a timeout. That was a slow start. Teams weren't scoring points, but the coaches kept with it, made a few subs, and just like it's 18-14. That's a great quarter of basketball, and fans love it. It keeps the game moving. So no complaints here. Just excited for another quarter. Excited to get Lexington back into it, Toshio.
Perfectly said, Duncan. I mean, the middle, I was expecting a timeout too. A lot of action, but love to see the players playing. A lot of offense here, and hopefully they can keep it up in the second quarter. But I think the story of the game will be who can step it up on the defensive end. And Wakefield's been pretty good early on in the first quarter, but Darren Unger's been hitting so many threes and has been a spark on the offensive end. So whoever stops their star player will win the game.
Obviously, Toshio. And it feels like Lexington playing a little bit of strategy, knowing they have back-to-back games. You saw Aspor and Mao and Meyerberg. They were sitting for more of the first quarter than we usually see them, knowing that there's a game tomorrow, knowing that they have to go maximum effort again tomorrow. You want to keep the legs fresh, not only for the later game tonight, but also for the game tomorrow night at 7 p.m.
Wakefield starts off the second quarter with possession, and more quick ball movement from them. In the corner, O'Callahan found himself open, but a good pickup by Sam Meyerberg causes them to reset.
Good job by O'Callahan not forcing a shot there, instead moving the ball to Burton.
Burton with a nice move inside, and he gets the friendly roll.
Sometimes the ball just bounces your way. That time it goes Wakefield's way, and they got a 6-point lead right now.
Speaking of 6-point lead, he's had 6 points on the night. A lot of quick drives, lefty finishes.
Meyerberg's line drive jumper does not fall. Lexington only had 2 scorers in that first quarter. Sam Meyerberg had 1-3, and then the other 11 points were scored by Darren Unger. Millward's mid-range jumper goes down. Timeout Lexington as Wakefield's lead has climbed up to 8.
Duncan,
you have to call that timeout there. It's you can't get points over in the offensive end, and then defensive end, they're not. That time they didn't even have any ball movement. They just put the ball up and went in. So Lexington needs to restructure it a little bit. They're down 8 right now. They don't want to get down anymore.
And Austin, you mentioned earlier that Lexington only had 2 scorers. Well, on the other end, Wakefield has 4 scorers, with Millward with 9, Burton with 6, and Beaver with 5. So they've distributed the wealth a lot more better than Lexington has this game.
Well, that was one of Coach Hobbs' biggest compliments of this Wakefield team when I spoke to him this morning. He said they are a very unselfish team. They will always make the extra pass when they need to if it means they get more points on the board. He said Diari Burton in particular is a great facilitator of this offense. And right now they've been running a lot of their game through him, and it's been working thus far. They've gotten 22 points in less than 9 minutes of playing time.
And this is the first timeout that we've seen, so it's going to be interesting to see how Lexington comes out of this timeout. This is a completely different. It's now, from this point on, it's a completely different game that's been played for the first 9 minutes. The momentum has shifted. They've had time to stop and catch their breath. We'll see how that changes both teams.
Now the starting lineup is back out for the Lexington Minutemen.
Unger's mid-range jumper goes down. He has a quick 13 points here in this game.
Nice, smooth, clean possession. Nothing wrong with that at all. 2 points. Get in, get out. Now they got to step up on defense.
Burton kicks it in the corner. Marriott's 3 goes down, and Wakefield answers right back.
Wakefield is hot right now. They are a train on the tracks, and they will not be stopped.
Aspor with a good feed to Lapone, and there is the first points of the game by Lexington by someone not named Aspor or Meyerberg.
And here comes the freight train of points scoring. I'm hoping we see the floodgates open up here. Seen a couple good possessions in a row, and I'm expecting a few more.
Millward fights his way inside and banks it home. What a job by him. Aspor on the other end can't finish, rebounded by O'Callahan. Millward is at double figures now, the first player on his team to do so. O'Callahan's scoop layup doesn't fall. Rebound taken by Lapone. The Minutemen are pushing it. Great feed to Meyerberg. He is fouled hard as Connor Marriott fell down on top of him.
Meyerberg gets back up on his own, which is good to see. And he'll be shooting 2, unless that was on the floor, but tough collision from both of them.
Believe it was on the floor. I don't believe he's shooting here. Wild. Wish he was shooting there, but such a hard foul. You'd like to see a shooting, but unfortunately, he'll be inbounding. 35 seconds, fresh shot clock.
O'Brien checks right back into the game and can't hit a 3. Ball's on the ground, scooped up by O'Callahan.
Very fast-paced game. You don't want Lexington to get lost in the shuffle, and it feels like they're on the verge of getting lost right now. Already down by 9.
And almost a backcourt violation there from Wakefield, but Burton luckily saves it.
Burton drives inside, kicks it out to Millward. O'Callahan wide open on the wing, can't hit from deep. Put back by Millward doesn't go, but he will head to the line.
You got to stay awake for that. Just because the shot is up doesn't mean the defensive position is over. You got to box out on defense. You can't allow the second chance opportunities for Wakefield.
100% Toshio, and now Wakefield's got a shot, 2 free points here.
First one goes down. Wakefield's lead is up to double digits now. They lead at 18-28 with 5:36 left to play in the first half. And make it 11 points. And make that 13 for Jack Millward.
Such an exuberant game at this moment. And Lexington starting to fall behind just a little bit. They need points here. And I can't find them. That's not good.
Millward kicks it in the corner. Marriott's 3 goes down. Wakefield cannot be stopped. They lead by 14.
Lexington's got to find some answer here. It feels like a lot of their possessions have come empty-handed, only 1 or 2 passes, and then a quick rush shot here.
100% Toshio.
Onger can't respond.
Listen, a few seconds ago I said it was a very exuberant game, very back and forth. Feels like it's only one side that's being exuberant in Wakefield, and Lexington needs to start picking it up. They're down 32-18 right now. That is almost half of Wakefield's score, and that's another timeout.
Lexington calls their second timeout of the quarter with 5 minutes to play in the half and a 14-point deficit, their largest of the game by far.
And as the game's picked up, the game's gotten faster, Lexington's found that they cannot really play in that pace of a game. So now they haven't called more timeouts, a second timeout. So 32-18. Last timeout they tried to fix some stuff, didn't work. So now they have to further evaluate their program.
And like you said, Duncan, they haven't been able to keep up, and also it's going to tire their players out a lot more if they keep playing at a fast pace. They got to slow things down and find their identity on offense, because at the end of the day, they're not going to keep up with Wakefield, who's been knocking down open threes and getting easy shots on the offensive end.
5:02 left, so still plenty of time left in this second quarter for things to change, but Lexington needs to start that process now, considering the amount of points that they're down. They get 14. So a long road ahead for them. Let's see who they come on the floor with. It's Myberg, Asapor, Lupone, and then Onger and Mao.
Haven't really seen much of the bench today besides Amari and Cole Metzger and Brendan Schwartz. Normally we've seen like other people like Nazir, Andrew Stevens, but haven't seen much of the other guys today.
On the wing, it's O'Callahan kicking it out to Moriat, who gets past Lupone. Good feed to Fitzpatrick, and he's met at the rim by Asapor and can't finish.
Good defense by Lexington. That's a start right there.
We're going to get a whistle, and a double dribble is going to go against the Minutemen in transition.
And Amari Mao will definitely want that one back because he had Myberg open for the 3 right there.
More things to work on, more things to talk about at the half, Toshio.
Here's Millward with 4:25 left to play in the second quarter and a 14-point lead for the Warriors. Ooh. Dangerous pass for Millward is taken away by Onger. Onger stops, takes it all the way himself for 2.
Clean, basic plays. Those are the plays that are going to get you points. That was a beautiful possession there by Onger.
That was a sweep behind the back from Onger there. He got both of the defenders going in the opposite direction. Got him on skates.
Ooh, that was
There's a bump, no call. Lexington with a 3-on-1. Meyerberg feeds it to Onger for 2 more. He's got 17 of his team's 22 points.
Very aggressive play there by Onger. It paid off, no foul call, and he gets the points.
And that's just basic fundamentals there, just a 2-on-1, simple basketball there.
Fitzpatrick gets it to Millward on the wing, and he responds.
You cannot leave people that wide open. It doesn't even matter if it's Millward who's been on fire tonight. It's anyone on that Wakefield team. You cannot leave them that wide open.
Couldn't have said it better, Duncan. They got to start tightening up on the defensive end.
Ryan Asapor fights his way inside and can't finish. He has had a tough go at it so far against Jackson Fitzpatrick. Burton gets past Onger. O'Callahan fires away. Can't hit. It's going to be off of Asapor and out of bounds, staying with the Warriors.
And here comes some of that bench, Toshio, you were talking about earlier.
And they're going to sub out Onger and Meyerberg. I mean, on that last possession, defense looked a little bit more gassed than usual, going after the loose balls, just not playing as concise as they would normally.
Beaver just came back into the game as he feeds it to Fitzpatrick, who gives it right back for an easy 2.
Wakefield is in cruise control right now, Austin. Nothing can slow them down with 2:45 left in this first half.
Stevens feeds it to Asapor. He's got his first 2 points of the game.
It's been quiet tonight, but this might start getting them going, which is good for Lexington.
Burton taking his time here, defended by Amari. Dangerous throw is broken up. And it's going to be a backcourt violation going against the Warriors and a turnover for them as the Minutemen bring Brendan Schwartz back into it, replacing Asapor.
And while Wakefield has a 13-point lead, it feels like Lexington's starting to get the momentum on their side, climb their way back into this game with a few steals and these quick points on offense.
Schwartz gets it to Stevens at the top of the key. His three-pointer is no good. Millward driving inside. We're going to get a whistle and an offensive foul called against him.
And Unger gets ready to check back in for Lexington. Didn't stay on the bench for long. He's going to check in for Chris, I believe. Lupone, I believe it's his only his second time out. But he hasn't spent that much time on the bench today.
There hasn't been many fouls in this game. Only one for Lexington in this quarter and two for Wakefield. And previously, there was only one foul apiece for each team.
Unger gets the feed from Amari, and he gives it right back. Amari gets inside, and he will go to the line.
Good job by Mal. Saw a tight lane, saw an opportunity, took it. And he ends up at the line, so it paid off.
Wakefield fouls on number 35, Jackson Fitzpatrick, his second personal foul, team's third of the quarter, shooting 2 for Lexington.
See if Mal can take some free points here. 1:57 left in the first half.
We got Kevin DeGray coming in for Wakefield. He'll get his first minutes of the game.
I believe that was Jackson Fitzpatrick checking out. He's been a force defensively, so pretty interesting sub there for Wakefield. Definitely want to get him some rest, but gives Lexington an opportunity.
Amari misses both at the line as we are inside of 2 minutes to play in the half.
He left both of them short, too. Maybe he's starting to get a little more tired, but those are free points you can't miss out on.
Millward finds Beaver in the corner. That three is no good over Andrew Stevens. Rebounded by Unger. The Minutemen are going quickly down the other way.
Unger looking for someone here. He finds him.
Unger in the corner, fires, cannot hit on the three. Too strong there, and yet another rebound for Jack Millward. They get it inside to DeGray after checking in, and an unlucky roll there off the rim.
Tough bounce there for DeGray. He's got to stick with it if he gets an opportunity.
Stevens gets bumped in the corner, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, against Burton. And now with Fitzpatrick checking out moments ago for Wakefield, Lexington is going to bring Asapor back into the game here because Fitzpatrick was giving him problems, but maybe for the final minute 4 of the half, Asapor will be able to wake up at least a little bit.
Lexington's only one foul away from getting into the bonus here.
Unger with a nice fake inside, can't finish. Offensive rebound by Asapor. It goes, and the foul.
That's going to put him in the bonus, Toshio, I believe.
Yep.
And it's a trip to the line anyway.
And just like that, Fitzpatrick is back up off the bench, getting ready to check in, and here he comes.
The Wakefield fouls on number 24, Kevin DeGray's first personal foul, team's 5th of the quarter. The hoop is good for Lexington's number 10, Ryan Asapor. He'll shoot 1.
Just one here, chance to cut the lead down to 10 points. Doesn't go.
Lexington is now 0 for 3 from the line, I believe. 45 seconds left in the half. It's an 11-point lead for Wakefield. Millward gets it to DeGray, defended by Mendez-Steven. They reset with Burton, 10 seconds on the shot clock as he gets a screen from Beaver. Wide open, it's Beaver at the top of the key. He can't hit from 3, strong rebound by Unger. Shot clock is turned off here. Mendez-Steven drives, kicks it out to Ryan. He'll take it in himself and can't finish. O'Brien with the offensive rebound, less than 10 seconds to go. It's Mendez-Steven with 5. Asapor wide open underneath for 2. And that is going to do it for the first half. The Minutemen cut the lead down to single digits just before the buzzer sounds.
Duncan, that was one heck of a half. I mean, early on it looked like both teams were even, And then in the second quarter, Wakefield started to get the momentum, knocking down those threes, making Lexington pay on the offensive end. But towards the end, Lexington started to inch their way back, and Ryan Asport started to find a rhythm here in the second quarter.
100% Toshio. It's going to take a lot more of that in the second half. Lexington wants to get back in this game, but it's a start in this first half, in the end of the second quarter, to get to that point. So 28-37, not the worst half, a very quick half. Definitely a slower second quarter than it was the first quarter, but overall a very good half of basketball, 37-28. Still a lot of room for both teams to improve, but it's a good start for both of them.
Second half begins in about 9 minutes here on LexMedia. I'm Austin Raish. I'm joined once again by Duncan Maloney and Toshio Yuki. We will see you soon. We are back at Lexington High School for the start of the second half between the Lexington Minutemen and the Wakefield Warriors. Well, the first 16 minutes were about what we had expected. It was very high scoring from both sides, and really Wakefield did outplay the Minutemen in that first half, putting them at, I think, a 14-point deficit was the largest it got. But the Minutemen definitely showed signs of hope as the half ended, and we all agree that they are in a position where they can certainly mount a comeback as we get ready for the second half here on LexMedia. I'm Austin Raish, and I'm joined once again by Duncan Maloney and Toshio Yuki.
Austin, to be frank, it's make or break time for this Lexington Minutemen team. They need to step up to the plate here and really get back into this game, really put forth a solid effort getting back in this game, because if they don't get back in this game within this third quarter, I hate to break it to you, but it might be over for them.
Absolutely, Duncan. I mean, there's a game tomorrow, too, for Lexington here, but they've got to take it one game at a time, and they can't really hold back in this game because a win is a win, and you really need these wins to get another Middlesex League championship.
The Minutemen start off with possession. It's Chris Lapone playing out of the point here. Quick ball movement here out of the gate as O'Brien feeds it to Asapor, who had a tough go at it against Fitzpatrick, as he kicks it out to O'Brien with a nice fake inside and the easy two.
Good start for Lexington there, now down within 7.
That was very smart of him to not take the three and maybe just jack up a three, but he wisely got the defender into the air, drove in for easy two.
Burton gets open, and he's not for long, blocked by O'Brien, and a foul is now going to be called on Burton. That's probably a good thing for Wakefield because Asapor had Charlie O'Brien wide open down the floor.
100%, Austin. That nice clean shot turned into an unidentified flying object there. What a great block. And now Lexington's in a position to cut this lead even further down.
Lapone backs it out as he feeds it to Onger, who gives it to Meyerberg. He gets inside but can't finish the layup over Moriot.
You got to really cash out on those. I mean, he had a really great take. Just got under the net too much. Made it having a tough angle.
Millward pulls up over Onger and sticks it. He is having an amazing night so far. He's up to 18. That leads all scorers.
I mean, that's some good defense from Lexington, but that's just better offense there, and you can't really do much about it.
Lexington can't get discouraged by that. They got to get right back on offense.
O'Brien's turnaround jumper goes down.
4 quick points for O'Brien in this third quarter. He's starting to show up when it matters the most.
Millward drives inside on Asapor. The shot is waved off for a foul on the floor.
Tough call there for Wakefield. And great defense by O'Brien, really forcing him into that travel with Asapor. But it appears Wakefield's just going to get the ball back. There it is. He tried to push too hard. And what we thought was a Wakefield foul turns into a Lexington foul.
There's going to be a scrap for the ball between Onger and Burton. The jump ball is called. Wakefield's going to keep it here. With a fresh shot clock. Millward turns around and cannot hit the contested mid-range jumper that he's nailed so many times so far. Meyerberg quickly down on the other end, gets the reverse layup to fall.
That shot was beautiful. Meow, that was perfect. And Lexington's down within 5.
And we saw that same exact drive like 2 plays ago, but this time instead of using the left, he used the right hand, the more dominant hand, and a sweet finish from him.
Wakefield's going to call a quick timeout here with less than 2 minutes gone by in the second half. Lexington at one point trailed by 14 in the second quarter. The deficit is now down to 5 for them.
And a great start to the half for Lexington. That's exactly how you would want it to be for Lexington. Now they're down with only 5 points. So they need to keep it up, and obviously it's going to change a little bit. Wakefield's going to make some adjustments, and Lexington's just got to stay up to date with it. Got to be adaptable, and they'll be right back within this game, right back in the lead. .607 left in the third, so not too much time has passed, but enough time where Wakefield felt they need to change something now so it doesn't affect them in a minute or two. So
far in this third quarter, Wakefield, it seems like they've lost their spark on offense. I mean, Millward's still making those tough shots he has making in that first quarter. And he has 18 points tonight, but something about their offense just feels different. Their vibe is off.
Feels a little flatter. That's what halftime will do that to you. You have a full 10 minutes to sit. Things change.
Moriat and Burton pass it back and forth. Now Moriat gets himself open on the wing but can't hit. Rebounded by Meyerberg, who lost it for the moment before getting it back. Asapor thought about the three. Instead, he drives in on Fitzpatrick, and it's thrown away right to Millward, and they have to foul him in transition.
Tough play there, and you can really see in full effect how Fitzpatrick is affecting Asapor, not allowing him to drive in and take those shots.
Smart foul there from Onger. Only his first personal foul, so nothing to worry about.
Millward fakes, was open for a split second, and now Burton's going to throw it away.
You can see Wakefield coach Colin Halpin starting to stress a little bit. He knows his team's in danger of losing touch with the lead in this game.
Well, Chris Lapone can't finish the layup. That would have brought it back to a one-possession game.
That's 2 blown layups this quarter, and it's not even 3 minutes in.
Millward gets inside, gets it to go, and the foul.
Great job by Wakefield there. Right when you felt like, oh, Lexington might be back in this thing. Nope. Here comes Wakefield. Here comes Millward, really, who has been an impact player in this game. Am I right, Toshio?
And if you're going to foul someone, you don't want to foul Millward. Maybe I jinxed it, but he has 20 points in this game.
Lapone finds Meyerberg for three. In and out. Millward mishandled the rebound. Fitzpatrick comes up with it. 5 minutes to play in the third. Wakefield leads it by 7 as Amari Mao is getting ready to check back in for the Minutemen. Beaver gets it to Burton inside. He was uncovered for the moment, but he can't finish. Offensive rebound is no good by Moriat, and a foul is going to be called on him as he got tangled up with Asapor.
Two opportunities there from Wakefield to score. I mean, the first one was a circuit shot. I mean, I'd be surprised if he made that, but the second one was a much better opportunity, and he just couldn't capitalize.
Almost a very clean possession there for Wakefield. Didn't end up working out.
The Minutemen also brought Cole Metzger into the game along with Amari Mao. And it's Metzger who passes it to Mao here, who nearly threw it away to Onger as he works inside on Burton. Unger bullies his way in, can't finish. Lexington bench can't believe a foul wasn't called there, but Unger steals it right back. It's a 3-on-1 for the Minutemen. Asapor gives it back to Unger, and this time he will draw the foul.
I believe
can't get
foul,
it in there.
That's going to be Fitzpatrick's third foul on the night.
That's big. That's an impact player. If they lose him, that's going to allow a lot of points for Lexington to be had. Gets it in there. That's 1 point.
I'm surprised there's no substitution from Wakefield, given that it's only less than 4 minutes into the third quarter.
I don't believe they put it up on the scoreboard that it went in. I believe it was 41 coming into that possession. Not sure. 41-35 at the moment.
Beavers defended by Metzger as he gets it to Burton. Wakefield continues to keep it moving here. Morio gets it to Millward. Another contested mid-range jumper. This time it doesn't fall. Rebound fought for on the ground. Picked up by Asapor. Fitzpatrick hits the deck.
Laid out for that one.
And now a foul is going to go. That is, I believe, going to be on Fitzpatrick. Yes, it is. That is his 4th foul of the game.
And that's going to be a sub right there.
O'Callahan comes in. Fitzpatrick is coming out. He is now 1 foul away from fouling out. So that has got to give Lexington an incentive to attack him hard when he comes back in.
That's massive. In these final 11:48 of this game, Lexington just got a big advantage. Mr. Austin, Mr. Toshio, Lexington's back in this game.
And now Ryan Asapor can cook as he gets 2 easy points there.
He completely lost Burton there on the inbound. It's back down to a 4-point game here.
And Wakefield's definitely going to miss out on Fitzpatrick's size and rebounding ability in the third and fourth quarter when he sits on the bench.
Beaver wide open in the corner, can't hit the three. The Minutemen get tangled up with it, and Wakefield's going to keep it here as they could not haul in the rebound.
Beaver had some trouble on those open shots tonight, but he has been locked down defensively.
Morio was virtually uncovered in the corner. He jumps away from Mao and hits the jumper. Somehow a foul was not called there. We're going to get a timeout called by, I believe, Wakefield, as their lead is back up to 6 with 3:22 to play in the third.
Did a little spin there. That was like fancy, got the point. 6-point lead. Feels like the game's kind of in flux right now. We don't really know who has charge of it right now. And it's kind of an open canvas. Any team can paint the picture they want to paint if they truly believe. And I think Lexington has the best opportunity with the 4 fouls that Fitzpatrick has.
Speaking of fouls, Wakefield has 4 this quarter, and so 1 more will put Lexington into the bonus.
Yeah, Lexington also has committed 3 of their own, so which is very different from what we saw in the first half. We saw not really a lot of fouls until the end of the second quarter when Lexington did get put in the bonus, but this is very, very different. We have 7 total between the 2 teams this quarter. We could see both of them potentially ending up in the bonus here.
As you get later and deeper into the games, desperation starts to set in, and you have moments like these. So we'll see who gets to the bonus first. My bet's going to be Lexington, but we shall see.
Mari Mao brings it up the court as he gets a screen from Asapor. Now he goes to work on Millward. Instead, Asapor through 2 defenders gets it to fall.
Great play there, and that's what happens when you don't have Fitzpatrick in the game. Fitzpatrick, if he was in there defending, no chance that would have went in.
We're going to get a whistle and a foul that is going to go against the Minutemen. I believe Mendez Steven picked it up. So that is going to be 4 fouls committed by both teams this quarter, as Lapone is going to quickly come back in and replace Cole Metzger.
See what Burton does here in the inbound, trying to get Wakefield some points.
It's into Beaver, who feeds it to Millward, who gives it right back as Beaver works inside. Auger comes up with the steal. He'll take it down the floor himself, and he draws another foul. That will put the Minutemen in the bonus for the next 2 minutes and 46 seconds of game time.
And that's huge for Lexington, because that's a lot of time for Lexington to attack Wakefield's defense and get some fouls and a lot of free throws. And hopefully they can cash out, because they haven't really been capitalizing on their free throws today. But
and just like that, it's down to a 1-possession game. It is 43-40 in favor of Wakefield. Could potentially become 41-40 here if Darren Unger has anything to say about that.
In the few trips to the line, haven't seen a lot of people make it twice, so have a little celebration if he hits it here. Oh, I spoke too soon.
Celebration's going to have to wait. Wakefield gets the rebound. Millward's bringing it up, defended by Mendez Steven, as Charlie O'Brien gets up off the bench for the Minutemen and ready to come back in. Unger with heavy pressure. He comes away with the steal. It's Mendez Steven who comes up with it. Unger forces it. Meyerberg drives inside, and he steps out of bounds in the corner with a chance to tie it or give his team the lead, or just tie it. That is
a very tough break for Lexington. They were already celebrating. They were like, hooray, hooray, hooray. We got the game back to just a 1-point game, but unfortunately stepped out of bounds.
Burton steps back, but no room for him, and he throws it right to Meyerberg, who's going to slow it up now, wait for his team to get back. Asapor finds Meyerberg for the tie. No good. Rebound off of Mendez Steven. It goes to Millward. With 2 minutes to play in the third quarter, as Wakefield slows it down, they give it back to their facilitator, Diari Burton.
Now Lexington's bench getting into it.
Millward gets inside, too strong on the layup. Offensive rebound is no good, off the rim by Morio. Now it's Asapor who comes away with it. He has a mismatch inside. No whistle. And Wakefield will come away with it.
Wow, I'm surprised there's no call there, because there's a good amount of contact.
And he really sold hard. He sold out on even attempting a shot and just went for the foul. It didn't even come close to paying off. Both the refs came to a consensus wasn't going to be a call there. And the rest have been pretty fair tonight, so I don't know that there's much to complain about. Even on that one, it feels like a little bit, but you can see where they're coming from.
The full court pressure.
Millward nearly lost it, defended by Mendez-Steven. Millward continues to work inside, can't get the jumper to fall. Offensive rebound is put in by Morio.
Even through a little contact, he still got that one in. Great possession by Wakefield. They needed that.
O'Brien driving inside, spins, and does not get it to fall after another unlucky roll. Wakefield moving it quickly. It's Morio who gets it to Burton. It looks like Wakefield's going to slow it down a little bit here. And now we're going to get a foul going against the Minutemen. That's going to put Wakefield into the bonus. So both teams will be in the penalty for the final minute and 11 seconds of the third quarter. Lexington wants to bring Amari Mao back into the game. And they will have to wait until after this shot by Burton from the line.
Interested to see who he's going to check in. It's going to be Mendez-Steven.
I can't tell if we're playing on elementary school hoops here. It seems like there's double rims with so many unlucky rolls both sides.
The score could be much higher than it is right now, Toshio.
Burton goes 1 of 2 at the line. It's a 6-point lead for the Warriors with just over a minute to play in the third quarter. Mao feeds it to Onger, who goes to work on Burton. Onger fights his way inside, and he draws yet another foul with 58 seconds left in the third quarter.
A lot of fouls here. You asked me earlier in the game, Duncan did not expect to see this many fouls, especially this late in the game. I felt like Duncan thought it was going to be a clean game, but unfortunately, we don't always get what we want now. Lexington's got a chance to cut it down to a 4-point lead for Wakefield.
Nothing but net for Darren Onger. That puts him at 20 points.
What a performance by him tonight, Toshio. All while staying pretty much out of foul trouble.
He only has 1 foul tonight.
That's going to put him at 21, which means he is currently the leading scorer for the game.
For Wakefield, Millward has 20. So it's Millward versus Onger. Who's going to come out with the W tonight?
Burton zips it to Beaver. On the wing, his three-pointer is up and no good. Good rebound by Amari with 40 seconds to play.
Beaver is over at the moment. Lexington's got to get something going offensively. Oh,
dangerous
they lose it.
Pass, it's thrown away. O'Callahan comes away with it. And now Mao picks his pocket right back. Up ahead, and it's overthrown to Onger. The crowd can't believe it. And after a wild sequence, we'll all catch our breath a little bit for the final 28.5 seconds of the quarter.
Neither could we. I mean, I was even saying oh, too.
Oh, Toshio, Duncan thought that was going in.
I was ready for a two-handed jam from Darren Onger.
If that happened the other game, might have a tech.
Shot clock is turned off here for Diari Burton. Wakefield likes to take their time. I would not be surprised if they do the same here. He's defended by Amari Mao with 15 seconds in the third quarter.
And they're just going to drain the clock out here. Lexington's going to press up defensively, but that's not going to do much.
Beaver gets it inside. There's a fight and a travel called with 5.6 seconds on the clock. That's how long the Minutemen will have to go coast to coast.
They definitely want to get something going here. Even a deep three, something up. Get some opportunity.
It's quickly into Onger. Onger sets, fires, was looking for the foul, does not get it, and that'll do it for the third quarter. So, as we get ready for the final 8 minutes, the Minutemen are slowly but surely clawing their way back, but they're going to have to take one more step above if they want to come out of here victorious.
And for Wakefield, it's a matter of time of when Jackson Fitzpatrick is going to come back into this game, because when he does, Lexington's offense is not going to be at 100%. He's been playing such a huge role on defense, but without him, Lexington's been taking advantage of that, and Ryan Asapor had 10 points, I believe, in the third quarter alone, and that just says a lot for Lexington and their offense here in the third quarter.
100% Toshio, and just 4 points considering what the lead was coming into this third quarter. Now going into the fourth, it's much different, a much higher level of play from Lexington in that third quarter. Saw them really took a step up, and as Austin, you said, here comes that next step up. Here's where you find out what kind of team you are if you can get back into this game. And if they can come back in this win, I don't know if the gym's going to be able to handle it. Mamma mia, it's going to be amazing.
Now going into the final quarter, it's going to be interesting seeing whether or not both teams will slow the tempo down, slow the pace down, or keep it as fast-paced as it is, because in the third quarter and in the whole game, we saw a lot of missed opportunities here and there, but a lot of action. And you live by the three, you die by the three, so.
100%. And it feels like that first quarter went by like that, like so quick. The second and third quarter has been slowed down so much further, so it's interesting to see how this fourth quarter goes. I imagine it's also going to be slow, but to what extent?
It's Amari Mao taking it up the court for the Minutemen to begin the final 8 minutes, where they trail by 4. Meyerberg feeds it to Asport at the top of the key, defended by Beaver. He spins his way inside, but leaves it short. Offensive rebound is put in.
Again, we see the impacts of not having Fitzpatrick. Now it's just a 2-point game. And they have a big player who's not going to be able to come in, because if he gets one more foul, he fouls out. Oh,
dangerous pass to Beaver, but he comes away with it. Burton in the corner, can't hit from 3. Good rebound by Asapor, and he steps out of bounds, unfortunately, so Wakefield's going to keep it as Nazir Mendez-Steven comes back into the game for the Minutemen, replacing Meyerberg.
Tough break there for Asapor.
Asapor is holding the left ankle there. Came up a little gingerly. Don't want to see another ankle injury because he had a sprained ankle earlier this year.
O'Callahan, severely undersized on Onger, is going to give it to Burton. Wakefield taking their time. Morio with a deep 3, that's no good. Good rebound by Amari. Up ahead to Mendez-Steven, and no good. Another rebound by Amari, and we are tied in the fourth quarter.
Mendez-Steven might have gotten away with one there, and Lexington reaps the benefits. This is a tie game, Austin.
Burton draws the double as he kicks it out. Morio fires away and hits from deep. Wakefield strikes right back.
That was very clean. That was the cleanest 3 we've seen all night.
O'Brien drives inside on O'Callahan, fades away and connects. Charlie O'Brien, what a performance tonight.
That was pretty, 2 pretty shots in a row.
Burton goes to work on Mao, kicks it out to O'Callahan. Now Beaver finds Burton, who finds Morio. Mid-range jumper is no good. Rebound Onger, the Minutemen with a chance for the lead here.
Haven't had the lead ever, really.
Onger from way downtown, and the Minutemen are back in front.
Hey, what do you say, Austin? That was beautiful. 2-point lead for Lexington.
That was from way downtown, Duncan. That was from the suburbs.
I took the words right out of my mouth, Toshio. Beautiful.
Millward gets bumped, he comes away with it. Beaver in the corner, can't answer. Offensive rebound by O'Callahan, keeps it alive.
He is
with
still
a fresh
over.
Shot clock. Beaver gets past everybody and lays it home. It's back to a tie game with 5:15 to play.
It's anyone's game here, Duncan. It's anyone's game. 5 minutes left.
100% Toshio. You'd think Gordon Ramsay walked in here because the heat's turning up in the kitchen.
Onger gets the friendly bounce off the rim. He is up to 26, I believe, on the night.
Unbelievable performance right when they need him.
Burton defended by Asapor as he feeds it inside to Beaver, who lost it. Onger thinks it was off Beaver. It wasn't. Wakefield will keep it. And here comes Jackson Fitzpatrick back in for Wakefield. He was giving Asapor problems in the first half. However, he is playing with 4 fouls, so you got to expect to see the Minutemen attack him a little bit more than they did earlier.
But Wakefield had to check him in. They needed to do something to
O'Brien
combat that.
steals the inbound pass. Lexington can make it a 2-possession game here. Lapone open in the paint, gets it to fall.
How about that? Lexington's starting to get the bounces. They got a multi-possession lead for the first time today.
Now Lexington's slowly getting the momentum all on their side. And can they run away here, or will they let Wakefield come back into this game?
Morio gets the feed inside, and he is fouled by O'Brien. That's the first foul committed by either team this quarter.
And just about halfway through, so a very clean quarter up to that point, despite all the rough play.
Lexington fouls on number 0, Charlie O'Brien, second personal foul, team's first of the quarter, shooting 2 for Wakefield, number 10, Connor.
Big moment here for Wakefield, and you need these points.
Morio goes 1 for 2 at the line. It's back down to a 1-possession game. Lapone gets it to O'Brien for 3.
Oh,
No good. Rebound fought for, grabbed by Fitzpatrick. Up ahead to Millward. Wakefield moving quickly. In the corner, Morio can't hit from 3. Offensive rebound by Millward. No call as he throws it up. The Minutemen come away with it. Here's Meyerberg to Lapone. It's broken up. Assapor gets it back but misses everything there.
Oh,
and now it's
another
thrown right
steal.
to
Oh, my
O'Brien.
goodness.
He throws it up and in.
What a play from O'Brien, and now a timeout is taken, I believe, on the Wakefield side.
An unbelievable performance by Lexington here down the stretch. A true team effort, and they have a 5-point lead with 3:50 left. That is what you want to see. We said we wanted to see a step up. That might be 3 steps up, Austin. I don't know. I don't want to say anything. That was an amazing sequence there, and now 3:50 left. They control this game right now. They control this game.
Well, Charlie O'Brien made his way into the starting lineup for today's game, which is the first time we've seen him in that role all year. And he might only have 8 points, which might not seem like a lot, but he has really stepped it up when it's mattered. Those 8 points came in absolutely crucial moments. That last shot right there was a great example of that. He just put his team up by 5, which is their largest lead of the game, with 3:50 to play.
And it wasn't an easy shot, Austin. He got it over Fitzpatrick, not one of the toughest defenders of the Wakefield team. And we've seen that all season, O'Brien coming through in those moments, but none more apparent when he's starting, when the spotlight's on him, and he puts up points like that. Coaches noticed that.
And he's only a sophomore, guys. He's only a sophomore, and he's playing with that amount of composure, confidence, and this team's loving it here.
Truly a cornerstone of the future of Lexington basketball over the next 2 years. And now Wakefield needs a little jump start here. Get back in this game, get the momentum back on their side. With only 3:50 and counting in this game.
This fourth quarter, 20 points in this game, but none of them coming from this quarter.
Burton gets the feed from Millward. Wakefield in dire need of at least something here to regain some confidence. The screen does not work as they zip it inside to Fitzpatrick, and Onger comes away with it. Up ahead, O'Brien all alone lays it home.
Nice clean points, start to pull away a little bit, get the car in cruise control and get out of town. Love to see that.
Aspor nearly gets the steal on Millward, who crosses Lapone, but misses it. Rebound Onger, up ahead, Assaport down the lane, got it to go.
There they go, off in the distance, off in the horizon. Here comes a timeout from Wakefield trying to control it just 50 seconds after the last one. It's gotten out of hand.
And in the second half, Lexington's been winning on the transitions. They've just sent a couple guys on a fly route. Good pass from whoever's thrown the touchdown. Gets an easy layup for Lexington.
We have exactly 3 minutes to play, and the Minutemen currently lead it by 3 possessions, which I'm not sure anybody would have predicted that when they were down by 14 points, and it looked like it was going to be much more than that in the second quarter, but they will take it nonetheless. This is one of the most incredible flipping of the scripts that I think I've ever seen in 3 years on the mic in Lexington basketball.
100%, and when you look at this team going forward beyond this day, you have to consider this performance, and you can never count this team out of the game from this point on. But also, the game ain't over. Wakefield could get back to their old ways. We haven't seen Millward be as on point as he was in that first half, so maybe he gets back to it. There's a lot of time left, Austin. I don't want to make any conclusions just yet because the paper is still being written.
Now with 3 minutes left to go in the game, it's a matter of whether Lexington can control this lead and keep Wakefield from scoring the points they were scoring earlier in the first half. And earlier we mentioned Lexington having a back-to-back game, but they're keeping up the intensity, especially in defensive end with the full court pressure.
Here's Millward, who's had a very quiet second half. He's defended by Lapone. Now Burton defended by Mao with a nice fake inside. He can't finish, but he will go to the line.
Tough break there for Lex. Second of the quarter. Wakefield, no fouls this quarter, so that's going to be very good for them down the stretch, knowing they can foul a lot and not have to give Lexington trips to the line.
O'Callahan's going to come in, and Fitzpatrick will come out with 2:44 on the clock. We're not sure if that's the last we'll see of him. I would imagine that it's not, but an interesting substitution here for the Warriors.
Want to get an offensive boost. Not sure how much Callahan has impacted the offense today, but we'll see how it changes it. Defensively, that's a big loss.
Mao backs things out and slows it down with 25 on the shot clock and 2.5 in the game. Amari gets a screen, feeds it to Asapor, and yes, it falls. It's a 10-point lead for the Minutemen.
And what a play from Amari Mao, going full speed at the defender, no look pass right to Asapor, dropping dimes left and right.
Tough bounce for Wakefield. They haven't been getting a lot of those in the second half, and it's attributed to the 10-point lead that Lexington has right now.
Burton steps back, puts up a deep two, it's no good. Rebound tipped, and it's O'Callahan who's sent back.
Denied.
Those are the plays that gets the crowd going. 2 minutes left, 10-point lead.
100% Toshio, and that's not going to help Wakefield at all. That's not what they needed. Basically a fresh shot clock, though, so still plenty of time to get stuff set up.
Wakefield trying to find any openings at all. O'Callahan launches a deep three. That's not going to fall. Rebound by Mao. Up ahead to O'Brien. He lays it home.
It's plays like that. That might be the nail in the final coffin there. That might be it for Wakefield's hopes and dreams of winning this basketball game. Plays like that. How do you let O'Brien get that wide open?
Burton lost it inside, and an offensive foul is going to go against Wakefield.
That's Burton's 4th personal foul in this game.
And you can see some of the Wakefield student section checking out of this game with just 1:29 left and a 12-point lead for the Lexington Minutemen. Once down by 12, now up by 12. Like you said before, Austin, quite the turnaround.
Lapone gets a screen from Unger, drives inside, can't finish. Asapor with the putback.
It's teamwork. They are a team. It's not just individuals. This whole team has been working together tonight, and it's shown by the lead.
And also for Wakefield, that's what happens when you bench Fitzpatrick. Asapor's going to get those offensive rebounds, the second chance points.
That was Darren Unger poking it out of O'Callahan's hands at the last minute. Wakefield is going to keep it, but you can tell Darren Unger likes that.
Ooh.
It's into Burton. Wakefield entering desperation mode here. Millward's three hits the top of the backboard, and it's no good. Mao with the rebound, and a jump is going to get called. Unger is asking the ref if that three hit the top of the backboard or not. I think there were a few people on Lexington's bench who thought the same thing, but the refs did not.
Well, they're conferring now. I imagine they're going to change it. That definitely hit the top of the backboard.
Yeah, because early in this game, Unger had a similar play where he shot a three, bounced on the top of the backboard, and went in. But they did not count that basket.
O'Callahan's corner three goes down. It's still an 11-point lead for the Minutemen with less than a minute to go as they just pass it around. Amari has it. They're just going to try to keep this ball as long as they can without getting fouled. And with 45.5 seconds left, Darren Unger draws the foul.
And they still have
only the second. Only the second.
Timeout Wakefield with 45.5 seconds left and an 11-point lead for the Minutemen. Well, I'm not sure what would have to go wrong from here on out for the Minutemen to not win this game, but you never know.
It's desperation mode. You're hoping in those situations, if you're Wakefield, you want to get those steals instead of get those fouls, and they're pretty close to a steal that time. So there is a way, but I just don't know if there's enough time on the clock. It feels like they should have been having these thoughts and these plays about a minute earlier than right now if they wanted a chance back in this game. But we will see. 45-5, so a 5.5 second 10.5 second difference, excuse me, between the game clock and the shot clock. Time definitely not on the team in red, the Wakefield Warriors. The Minutemen just hoping to milk this game away. I don't think Wakefield's going to let it happen, but we will see.
It's into Onger, who gives it right back to Mao. The Minutemen just trying to play keep away here, and the foul is going to go against Morio. And you could hear Coach Hobbs yelling from the sideline, just hold it.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Yeah, no need
steals.
to risk a stupid pass here and a turnover.
Hobbs does not want to take any chances. I don't blame him. This is not his first rodeo.
It's into Onger, who gives it back to Mao, and they will get the foul just before the pass to O'Brien.
Now,
I believe it's going to go against Millward.
You are correct, sir.
Wakefield has one more foul to give. Actually, no, one more foul until Lexington's in the bonus.
It's into Onger, and they do foul him. That is going to be number 5 committed by Wakefield. That'll put Onger at the line with 35.8 seconds, just a 0.8 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And that is also Burton's 5th personal foul, so he is going to get fouled out of this game. And in comes Patrick with Jackson Fitzpatrick.
I believe that's Burton's first time out all night, and I think he knows game's over. Maybe he's a little shaken up at the moment, but he's played a very, very hard game, made a big impact. I believe he's got 8 points on the night, so taking a much-deserved rest.
Well, we said it's a team effort, but we can't end this broadcast without recognizing the performance by Darren Onger tonight. He really led the charge most of the way through. He just got his 27th point at the line tonight. That leads all scorers. Without him, this comeback would not have been possible. Beaver fires from deep. It's no good. Rebound tipped on the ground, picked up by O'Brien. And Wakefield is not giving up. With 21 seconds left, they're going to foul O'Brien and put him at the line.
Going to give Lexington a chance to get to 70 here. And Millard almost going to foul out of this game. He's got 4 at the moment.
O'Brien knocks it down. He's up to 13 on the night.
Nice there.
And a lot of
from
those
O'Brien.
points came in big moments. Pass is broken up. Onger comes away with it, and that should do it. The Lexington Minutemen have redefined the word momentum tonight, completely flipping the script in the second half after spending most of the second quarter trailing by double digits and clawing their way back a little bit in the third quarter. They came out exploding in the fourth quarter, just complete domination in the final 8 minutes. They win it by a final score of 69-56.
An awesome game by Lexington all around. Started down a little bit in that first half, and it felt like they were going to lose touch of this game, and they ended up pulling it out. They get the win. Just an awesome performance. And this Lexington team, very different from how we saw them before. We're going to see them after. This is a team we know that can come from adversity and win games.
And early on, it was the Millward show for Wakefield, but Lexington played more as a team in the second half. Early on, we mentioned that Lexington only had 2 scores in the first half, but they've stepped up defensively and offensively. Leading that charge was Onger, 27 points, then Asapor, 18 on the night, and O'Brien making his first start of the season. He had 13 points, making big plays down the stretch.
Once again, final score, Lexington 69, Wakefield 56. We will be back right here tomorrow night as the Minutemen play host to the undefeated Waltham in their only back-to-back game slate of the season. From all of us here on LexMedia, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Austin Raish, and I'm joined once again by Mr. Duncan Maloney and Mr. Toshio Yuki. We will see you next time.